Hey, it's Danielle over at 𝐸𝐤𝐤𝐤.com, and today I just wanted to do a quick video on some products that really help me sleep. Got some little weird sensory things. I also have a weird dog, so excuse her for a moment. So these are some products I've been using. They just really help me sleep, and I'll explain why. So I'll explain like the little things that bother me that they help with. But they're also good if you have migraines. That's another issue I have. So yeah. Let me get started. So the first thing I had purchased a while back was a Manta sleep mask. What I discovered is I had purchased this thing. It's a little wrinkly now because I've had it for a while. It's the Thera Ice prescription mask, and it is a mask that you pull over your head, and it's like really tight and it's kind of like elasticy. So you pull it over your head when you have a migraine. It's super not attractive, and you just pull it so it covers your eyes. And I found that it was really helpful for my migraines because I like the pressure on my head, and it just kind of put the ice like right there. It's very intense. However, I hated that it touched my eyes. Like, it was really uncomfortable to have the ice touching my eyes, which makes sense. So I ended up kind of just stuffing like cloth in there to so my eyes weren't bothered. However, after that I started getting ads for these, which is the Manta sleep mask. And because of course, if you talked about something, everyone knows on the interwebs, so you start getting the ads. Love it, actually. It's kind of convenient. But so these eye masks have a cup, so when you put them on, it's not touching your eyeball. So these started showing up in my feed, and I was like, okay, I'll try it. So I purchased this, and I sleep so much better with it, because the one thing I had noticed is I sleep really well with this when I have my migraines, as long as it's not touching my eye. So I ended up purchasing this, and I love it. I use it every day. So Manta had sent me an email like, can you do a video, can you do a sponsored video for us? We'll send you the eye mask. I was like, oh, I already have your eye mask and I love it, but yes, if you have other ones, I will totally review them. So they sent me 2 other ones, and they came with their own mask. So you can buy them separately, or you can get or you can buy them with the mask, or you can buy them just separately, because you can just swap these out. They come off. You can actually adjust them so they fit. If your eyes are closer together or further apart, you can adjust them so they're most comfortable, which is awesome. Or if you have one eye that you don't want touching, but one that you do, I guess, maybe you could do that. I don't know if that's the thing. So these are the heat ones. These have kind of a bean thing in them. These are foam, which I like. Yes, I like these, but these are kind of weighted, so they kind of get a different, it feels a little different. Heated, you microwave these for 30 seconds together at most, no more than 30 seconds. 20 seconds is really better probably. And then I usually massage the beads around a little, because otherwise the heat kind of stays in one area more so. It is kind of even, but it's microwave, so you kind of have to work around it. So I try to massage them around and give them a second before I put them on top, because if I do 30 seconds, it's really a little too hot. That's why I try to stick with more than 20. And of course the heat does dissipate pretty quickly, so it's not like it's gonna last all night. It's not electric or something, which is good, because it's probably safer not to have electric around your eyes. But they just go on like this with the mask, and they Velcro just like the foam ones, or the, I guess foam, whatever, the other fabric ones do. So they just come on and off, and you do not microwave with the mask itself. I don't know if that would be bad or not, but you're supposed to take them off. Okay, so that is your first option. That isn't the regular one. Your second option is they also have the cold packs, which actually works a little bit like the head compression thing. I prefer the head compression for a full-blown migraine, but these are actually really nice as well. Also stick on, and they also have a little protection so your eyeball isn't right against the cold section. And just like with the heat, you can massage it around. I think the cold tends to be pretty even across. So I pop these in the freezer. I always keep them in this so nothing leaks on them or anything. And they just go on your mask. They Velcro on just like the other ones. Super awesome. I don't know. I struggle. So I like the, if I had to pick between them all, I would go with the regular mask. And the reason is because I often forget to grab these from the freezer or microwave the warm ones. However, I really like the cold and the warm, It's just a matter of sometimes I forget them, and I don't have a refrigerator in my room, nor will I ever have a refrigerator in my room. That's not gonna happen. So overall, they're really awesome, all of them. If you have any certain types of health problems, I'm sure the heat or the cold is extra useful. So I like wearing a mask. I find I sleep better with the mask on. I've never been one to have like a dark room, but I think like things like the fan and the wind blowing against my eyeballs, like just like, I don't know. It feels weird for me, and I don't like the feeling, the sensation. So that works really well for me. I sleep better with it. It's awesome. The last thing I wanted to show you is my pillow. So I have had a lot of neck issues, and I feel like part of it is my neck just doesn't relax when I'm sleeping. It causes headaches. It causes like all sorts of issues, including like head numbness and dizziness, which is not great. I have like this muscle that stays tense like all the time. Anyways, I was having a hard time because pillows didn't support my head, and I wanted something that supported it like this. So what I was doing is I was putting a towel around my head, and I was sleeping just on a towel. I saw this pop up in my feed on my search to find the perfect pillow. This is not the perfect pillow. This is close. This is the closest I found, but like, you know, I don't have enough money to go search for the perfect pillow forever. However, this is pretty close. This is excellent for side sleeping. I do not love it as much for back sleeping. However, my neck problems have been a lot better since using this. It's, again, not perfect. However, it's made a huge difference. I like the shape. There's a couple brands I think that make this. I'll link the one that I have. So I like the shape. It kind of cups your head, so you don't feel like your muscles are kind of supporting you to like keep your head up. I don't know. I feel like sometimes there's no support here, and it bothers me. So this kind of cups your head, and there's a height here or there's a height here. So you can flip it if the height on one side doesn't work, which is really awesome. I think for a lot of back sleepers, the height would be fine. I need like a little bit less height. So that is that. However, it works really well for me side sleeping. The last thing I just want to mention is, please, if you have any sleep issues, go get a sleep study done. It's totally worth it. Obviously, this part isn't sponsored or anything. I got a sleep study done last year and was prescribed a CPAP. I was really scared about it. I was like, ew, gross, I don't want to wear this. It is kind of weird, but it made a huge difference in my life. And it's not medication, so I don't have to worry about side effects. All it is just you put like a little piece over your nose every night, and it blows air in. The air, you fill out the tank with like distilled water, so it's like moist air, so you don't have to worry about like drying out your nasal passages all night. And like I sleep better. I mean, it's not perfect. I think there's still some sleep issues. I need a real sleep study. I only had like the home one that only tests for sleep apnea. However, I really recommend it to a lot of people, and everyone's resistant. People are way more interested in like taking medications to fix problems, but this was, I mean, I have so many side effects from medicine, so I'm kind of like, not so much anti-medicine, but like hopping to medicine immediately, because I will always have a side effect and it will be miserable. So the fact that this was an option with no side effects, it cost money, of course, but you know, it was really worth it for me to have that. And my insurance didn't cover it because my sleep apnea was just a little bit under the amount, but just enough my doctor wanted me to get one. So my insurance is really bad, so just keep that in mind. So I ended up just buying it, and actually it was cheaper to buy it than it would have been to rent through my insurance, which is a little fascinating, but we're just gonna let that go. Needless to say, I just really recommend it because there's no reason to be miserable. There's no reason to wake up. Like, I was sleeping plenty. I had 8 hours of sleep, 10 hours of sleep at night, and still was waking up tired. And I still do a little bit, again, like, it's not perfect, but it does help me a lot. And I feel bad for that people are experiencing that and don't maybe get that resource, because it isn't a big deal. And the containers, they used to be these huge ugly things that you'd have like sitting next to your bed. Now they're like this teeny little like device, and it's like very cool looking. It's, you know, not a big deal. And it's really weird because like you'll pull it off and you'll hear from like the air blowing into your nose, and you're like, wow, you don't hear that when it's on your nose. You only hear it when like you pull it off. So it's really cool. It doesn't make a lot of noise. I guess it stops people from snoring. I don't snore. I have other issues, but snoring is not one of them usually. But yeah, so I just recommend those things because, you know, there's no reason to be miserable. So I hope that helps someone. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.